We're back with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2. This show has already made a good impression on me after the first episode. It's just awesome action, like I remember the Winter Soldier movie being. I was quite oblivious to it in the first episode, but I noticed now that the stories of Falcon and Winter Soldier are like very reminiscent of soldiers who are coming back from war, like the PTSD with Bucky trying to make amends, and then there's Sam who's trying to get a living, but then there's no support system for veterans who've come back from war, and then there's a little bit of a racial tie in there as well. When the sister said it's funny how things always tighten around us. And then don't even get me started on the fucking US agent, as what I now know he's called. The fake Captain America. The guy who introduced him as well was like, when Sam handed over the shield to the museum, it said, "Thank you for coming forward with the shield, it's the right decision." And then they just give it to a fake. Sam said as well, we need heroes who are relevant to the times. And obviously everyone knows that Marvel a few years ago went on a kick of introducing all these new heroes with different ethnicities. Introducing Sam Wilson as the new Captain America, Riri Williams as the new Iron Man, or Ironheart. We got a Asian Hulk, we got a Jane Foster's Thor. So we went on a bit of a kick through Marvel Comics, and obviously that's what the world is like nowadays. Everyone's looking for equality for each and every diversity. So that's what Sam's getting at. We need heroes, we need new heroes who are relevant to these times, and obviously people want Sam as the new Captain America. They want a black Captain America. And then showing this white guy taking the shield, it's just showing the government completely disregarding that idea. So yeah, they just handed it off to a fake. I can only imagine how pissed Bucky's gonna be. Sorry about this. I don't want to take the call yet. To avoid more interruptions, I best get this over quickly. So let's just get into season 1. I don't know if there's going to be season 2, but yeah, episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier starting now. Oh, is this our fake?
I don't want to fail them.
I know. They're gonna love you.
I don't love him. I mean, this is how Steve first started out as a showman. I wouldn't have a problem with it if he didn't have that shield.
I got big shoes to fill.
Did you know Steve Rogers?
Well, I lived 2 years out of West Point when Steve came back on the scene. I followed his career very closely as an Avenger.
It's everywhere.
Shouldn't have given up the shield. Good to see you too, Buck. The big three. What big three? Androids, aliens, and wizards. That's not a thing. That's definitely a thing. No, it's not. Who are you fighting now, Gandalf? How do you know about Gandalf? I read The Hobbit in 1937 when it first came out. So you see my point? No, I don't. There are no wizards. Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. A sorcerer is a wizard without a hat. Think about it, right?
Wanda is a
The
witch.
incredibly annoying guy in front of me with the staring problem. I'm coming with you. No, you're not.
Yeah, he is.
Great. Where's the shoe? Need it anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
Sure about that?
Oh yeah, overland, doesn't matter. God damn.
I have all of that on camera. You know that, right?
Shoot that. I love Red Wing, but god damn.
Get out of my face, Sam, or I'll break it.
I can't believe I forgot, but
Hey, come on, man. I'm just messing with you. Come back. There's 2 people. You only see 2? That's what I see. Let me see what Red Wing sees. Let me see. Let's see what Red Wing. Look at that. How many people you see now?
Oh. Jesus, look at him go. Speed! Bloody hell. Yo, athletes must mean nothing nowadays. I mean, the second truck knows you're there now, so... Yeah, she's not hostage. No!
I always wanted to do that.
Red Wing! Okay, this is cool. Oh! There he is. There he is. I mean, he's not useless, so that's okay.
Sam, John Walker, Captain America. Lamar Hoskins. Looks like you guys could use some help.
Yeah, Sam just clapped Bucky. Oh, okay, guess not. Yes. Oh, that must hurt. Oh, they're hugging each other.
Get off of me.
You don't have the shield now, so I'm not that arsed. And apparently when I don't get arsed, they lose.
That didn't go as planned, huh?
Just because you carry that shield, it doesn't mean you're Captain America.
Look, I've done the work, okay?
You ever jump on top of a grenade?
Yeah, actually I have, 4 times.
No, we didn't drag them, we dragged you through Red Wing.
You hacked my tech?
Sorry, it's not exactly hacking. It's government property. Kind of government.
Cap didn't like that in Civil War.
Battlestar, Star-Spangled.
Battlestar?
Battlestar.
Stop the car!
Isn't she the same girl who played that I can't remember from Solo? The one we thought was a villain but turned out not to be.
Sam, this is Isaiah. He was a hero. One of the ones that Hydra feared the most, like Steve.
Yeah.
So the U.S. military dropped me behind the line to go deal with him.
Okay.
I took half that metal arm in that fighting gang.
There's more of you and me out there,
You and me.
and we need to know how.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Hey!
You know what they did to me for being a hero? They put my ass in jail for 30 years. People running tests, taking my blood.
Hey! What's up, man?
Is there a problem here?
No, we just talked.
We're fine. Did I see your ID?
I don't have ID. Why?
Look, is this guy bothering
No,
you?
he's not bothering me. Do you know who this is?
Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wilson. I think your head can't be without the cocktails. You missed your court-mandated therapy. It's like missing a check-in with your PO. I'm sorry, Mr. Barnes. You're under arrest.
Session now. You too, Sam.
No, it's okay. I'll be out here with my...
That wasn't a request.
Little couples therapy.
It's time for the soul gazing exercise.
I like this one. Thank you, Frank.
I love this. Oh, I mean,
All right,
man,
turn
this
around,
is
turn
right
around,
up
face
your
each other,
alley.
face
man.
each other.
You
Face
should
each
really
other.
enjoy it.
I get close. Closer.
Really?
Well, which way
Why do you have to have your
right
legs
or left?
open? You know what? Fine. Here. You happy
Whoa.
now?
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
We're locked
That's
in
fine.
now.
It's a little close.
It's very close. That's what you wanted, right?
Guys, why does Sam aggravate me? And don't say something childish.
Why'd you give up that shield?
Why are you making such a big deal out of something that has nothing to do with
He
you?
gave you that shield and you threw it away like it was nothing.
But
So
shut
maybe he was wrong about you, and if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me.
But can you accept that I did what I thought was right? And when we're done, we both can go on separate long vacations and never see each other again.
I like that.
Great. Well, let's get to work. Thanks, Doc, for making it weird. I feel much better. But you guys have rules of engagement and all kind of authorizations you have to get. We're free agents. We're more flexible. so it wouldn't make sense for us to work with you.
A word of advice then. Stay the hell out of my way.
Uh-oh. Here we are.
I know where you're going with this, and no, he knows all of Hydra's secrets. So you remember Siberia? So you're just gonna go sit in a room with this guy? Yes.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna go see Zemo.
Zemo! That's it. A second clip of him. A second's worth of clip of him. That's it. See if there's any credits. Yeah, no, there isn't. Stop me. Stop the screen recording for a second. This is going to be a quick review because I have to get into episode 3. Oh well. I was afraid that I'd have to get onto a call with my friends, but because we usually do a call every Saturday, which it is now. So we usually do a call every Saturday to update. We did it with WandaVision. We talked like about the episode each week, but we were supposed to be doing the call tonight about episodes 2 and 3 of Winter Soldier, but obviously I haven't done episode 3 yet, and I was doing episode 2 when the call started. So yeah, but apparently we're doing the call tomorrow instead. So I've got a bit of time. So, right. Still love this show. We got the almighty team up this episode. I was amazed that we didn't get them together in the first episode. But yeah, that was about learning where they're at as characters. But now we got them together. We started with Soldier John Walker though, so at least they didn't just pick a random guy off the street. And I'm happy that they didn't... He's not a super soldier though, so it's weird. They basically picked the best soldier they have, which I suppose is a consolation, but he's definitely not a special case like Steve was. It sort of lowers my rage a bit because I know he's trying. Like I can see that he's really trying. Like even he doesn't believe he really deserves what he's been given. So that tempers my rage against him a bit. They're treating him like... I mean, it's exactly how they treated Steve at the beginning, you know, when he was doing the shows and everything. Like, yeah, he was like a kid's TV show character. That's what he was. He was playing him. He was in plays as well. So this is just an updated version of what Steve was at the beginning. Thing is though, I don't see him really progressing past that, because Steve only managed to be noticed as a proper real soldier and a hero by disobeying the rules, and it's hard to see this guy doing that anytime soon. Like Steve, he had to disobey. He had to disobey his superiors, go behind enemy lines to rescue Bucky and the other soldiers who became the Howling Commandos and stuff like that. He rescued up so many people, but he did that through disobeying rules. I don't see this guy doing that anytime soon, so he'd have to do that if he wants to get out of being seen as just a poster boy. I knew Bucky was going to be pissed off at Sam for giving up the shield, and I knew he was going to be even more pissed off that someone else had the shield. Don't you just love Bucky and Sam together? We had little bits of them in Civil War where they were back and forth with each other and they didn't really like each other. I like that it's in full force here. They're just two guys who are constantly pissed off with each other and I love it. The no shoot moment when Bucky had to... Like, it reminded me of the Winter Soldier movie. Like, Steve jumped out of the I don't want to call it a plane, but whatever the hell it was, the Quinjet. He jumped out of the Quinjet and he wasn't wearing a parachute. And for a second there, I thought that's what was going on with Bucky. He was like, I don't need a chute. And yeah, they were above land, not above sea, so it didn't end up quite as smooth as when Steve did it. I love that they're both trying to... I mean... You see so much of what Captain America was in these two. It's like the two of them together combined is what makes up Captain America, but yeah, there's other parts of them that just don't like each other. The super soldiers, I mean, the whole mystery is where do these guys come from, so we don't know that yet. What was her name? Carly Morgenthau, or something like that. Yeah, she played in Solo. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the character she was playing. You know what? Just so I don't piss myself off, I'm gonna go looking for it. Enfys Nest. That's the name. Erin Kellyman, or something like that. Yeah. So I remember her from that. I recognised her face. Sort of similar as to what she was like in Solo as well. She looks like she's a villain, but then when you actually see her, you notice that she's trying her best for her people, which is a strange but interesting ideology that they've devoted themselves to. The one world, one people, preferring life during the blip. I can't believe I have to call it the blip. Why do we call it the blip? But yeah, preferring life in that way. In essence, they basically agree with Thanos. So it's cool to see that Thanos' ideology is not dead. Like, they're following a version of it. Battlestar is apparently fake Captain America's John Walker's sidekick. He's basically like the Winter Soldier or the Falcon. So, well, he's more Winter Soldier, even though he's not a super soldier. It's hard to tell what he is. He's sort of like a Winter Soldier. He's a depowered Winter Soldier to Walker's depowered Captain America. Yeah, the action scene on top of the two trucks was cool, and then for him to come in and save the day, it was rage-inducing, because no matter how much you want to hate him, you can't deny he's a badass in a combat scene. As expected, there are tensions there between Bucky and Sam and Walker and Battlestar. I refuse to call him Captain America. That's when we got to Bucky and Sam meeting Isaiah. During that, I was like, yeah, and I thought I recognised him, but then, because I thought it was the Howling Commando, the Black Howling Commando, who was with Captain America and Steve, but then I noticed that, yeah, he's too young for that. Despite how old he is, he's too young for that, and plus, he should be dead at this point. So that's who I thought he was for a second, but then revealed he was a super soldier, a black super soldier. I guess he was sent to hunt down Bucky. It sounded like he was imprisoned by his own government. So this show has a small theme right now of running with the racial thing, which is slightly unsettling, but it's still true, but it's still slightly unsettling to watch. Because, yeah, then after Sam and Bucky came out of Isaiah's house, there was the scene of the cops showing up and profiling Sam until he realised how much he'd fucked up. But then Bucky was the one taken away in handcuffs instead, because he missed his therapy session because he was probably doing the mission, or he just missed it because he couldn't be bothered. Either one is perfectly acceptable. Well, not I wouldn't say perfectly acceptable, perfectly understandable, which led to Walker getting him released, which you want to hate him, but you can't deny he's actually trying to get something done. But then came the best scene of the episode, the couples therapy episode. Oh, that was amazing. Just them having a stare down with each other, get all your dirty laundry out in the open with each other. There's probably still more to come, but yeah. It was good to just have them just trying to piss each other off. So, Bucky is afraid that Steve entrusted Sam with that shield and thought he could be the next Captain America. Bucky's counting on Steve's beliefs and hopes being right, because if they're wrong for Sam, they could be wrong about him, because Steve believed he could be redeemed, he could be saved. So he wants Steve's belief in Sam to be right, because if they're not, it means they could be wrong about him. So he's looking for redemption. I mean, he's since Civil War, he's been looking for redemption. Yeah, like I said, tensions rising with Walker and Battlestar. Well, with Falcon and Winter Soldier against Walker and Battlestar. Yeah, Walker was talking about all of Falcon's gear being property of the US government and like they have to follow the rules. That was what Steve was against in Civil War, so that doesn't earn him any brownie points with those two. Walker's telling him to stay out of his way, and they made a point to show him walking away from them with the shield on his back, just telling them what they're fighting against now. They're fighting against the guy who holds that shield. We're on our way to Zemo now. Baron Zemo, the guy who basically broke up the Avengers. The first MCU villain to actually succeed at what he wanted to do. Yeah, I love this show. It's captivating me so much more than WandaVision was in its first few episodes. And I'm happy I get to go straight into episode 3 right now. So I'm going to stop the recording here and then go straight into episode 3. So until the next 10 minutes, that is all we have for Falcon Winter Soldier. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!